tonight is the first time that the Alexandra Players are meeting since like lockdown, and I don't know, I'm supposed to go, but I just don't know if I can do it. I've not seen anyone face to face for so long. It's a little bit scary. I can't imagine doing anything. It's been such a tough old year. I just don't know. I just don't know if I could do anything anymore. And it's sad. It's been such a big part of my life since 2012. And it's been my life since 2012. But to actually be scared of going back to something you love is it's strange. I think we've still all got to wear masks, and I can't see us ever doing anything again, and it's sad.
I sat in the car for 20 minutes before I could set off to the hall that night. I felt so anxious. However, as soon as I walked in the doors and saw the red curtains up on the stage and all my pals sitting there, all the memories came flooding back. I've had some wonderful experiences with the Alexandra Players. I've appeared in 15 productions and directed 2 plays myself so far. It's been wonderful. The Alexandra Players are more than a drama group. We're a family. Everyone is so supportive and always shows each other such appreciation at the end of a run. This is a clip from the after-show party of The Deep Blue Sea, my directorial debut. It was such an amazing experience. Here we are in an Agatha Christie play from 2018. We socialise together, celebrate Christmases together, and just the thought of being able to get back up on stage and perform with them all again is thrilling in itself. We've all missed the buzz of it all. Throughout lockdown, as difficult as it was for some of us, we were able to meet over Zoom, but to finally reunite with everyone again and be sitting together in the hall was amazing. I've really missed these guys.
There's got to be one in there.
We're back, baby! Yeah! Just swung by the hall to take a picture of Roy's lovely sign that he's put up. This is brilliant, I'm so excited. So here in the video I should probably explain what happened, because I wasn't going to be in this production. As I said earlier, I had experienced a massive loss of confidence, and I really didn't believe in myself enough that I could contribute to the show. But there was a couple of times at work, in school, in the playground, where all the little kiddies got me singing songs, and they all asked me to sing a song that I like. And I started singing Blue Moon of Kentucky, because what I'd done is, through lockdown, I actually spent a lot of my time on Star Maker and Smule singing, because I missed my karaoke in the pub. So I'd spent most of my lockdown singing on these apps. And yeah, it was, I have the kids to thank, I think, for giving me my confidence back. Because it was being brave enough to sing in front of them, first of all, that I thought, oh, you know, could be something here. So I messaged Lee at the time, and I said to Lee, Lee, I've heard that a couple of people have pulled out, a couple of people had to pull out because of various reasons. So I messaged Lee and I said, is there anything small that I could maybe replace someone with? You know, and so I initially I thought it was just going to be a little scripted piece or something. Lee said, Louise, it doesn't have to be something that someone else was doing. It could be anything you want. So it got the cogs turning, and as there were no other songs in the production being performed, I thought, why don't we sing a song? So I wrote to Lee and I said, could I please sing Blue Moon of Kentucky? And I got yes. And it was while I was putting together a playlist of songs that would entertain the audience as they arrived, that I came across another song by Peters and Lee called Welcome Home. And I thought, and just listening to the words, I thought it was so poignant, really, for the occasion. I messaged Lee again and I said, can I sing another song? And he said, yeah. So it was decided that after all these fabulous pieces of poetry, monologues and little scenes that was acted out, Lee arranged it that I could close each act with a little song. So for the beginning of Act 1, I could sing Patsy Cline, Blue Moon of Kentucky, and at the end of the show, I sang Welcome Home by Peters and Lee. So that explains the next bit.
As part of David and Rob's set design on stage, a space had been created so that visuals could be projected up onto the back wall during each piece as they were performed. I wanted to recreate a poster that suggested I was appearing at the Grand Old Opry and took a photo session to the bathroom, where I set my camera to record me in an array of various poses with and without my Stetson on against the white shower curtain. Using various apps on my phone, I was then able to remove the background easily and save the image as a PNG, which I was then able to overlay on top of a really good vintage photo I found of an Opry stage online, having had a bit of a googly. Here, I'm selecting the images that I want to overlay, and I'm adding them to an app called Pic Collage. Once they were uploaded, I twiddled around with them, plonked myself in the middle of the stage, and once I was happy with it, saved the image to my camera roll. Once saved to the gallery, I was then able to crop it and run it for another app which aged it and gave it a little bit of a black and white bluey tone. I put that into the poster, took out the background so that became a PNG too, and then uploaded it to Scrapbook Artist and added it to my performance imagery. To carry on the pretense that I was appearing at the Grand Opry, or the Alexandra Opry, I decided to make a sign for my mic stand. Using Google to reference images online, I was able to create an authentic looking prop, using some software that I had on my PC at home. Just the day before, we had had some flowers sent to my mum and was able to use the box that they'd arrived in. It was the perfect shape. I printed out my design on the computer and used good old double-sided tape and sticky back plastic to stick it all together. I'd actually forgotten how much I enjoy making props for our shows. After trimming, the hardest part was trying to detach the backing paper from the double-sided tape. It's always so fiddly. And here's what it looked like in the wings. Not bad, eh?
So, it's Friday and we've all been called to the hall for a little bit of a meeting to discuss the running order of our evening with the Alexandra Players. And I think a couple of the others have met there earlier to do some rehearsals. And yeah, it's mainly just a little bit of a talk tonight about the running order of things and everything like that. But it's exciting. This is the first rehearsal, first meeting that I've been to in a long time. So yeah, it's quite exciting and not as nerve-wracking as the last time I went. I didn't make a video about it. I was so nervous at the time post-lockdown.
well, just before the lockdown ended, and we had our first meeting a few weeks ago. But yeah, I'm quite excited to see everyone, and excited to see what everyone else has been doing, because it's been quite an exciting little project they've all been working on, and I haven't rehearsed my bit yet, so it'll be interesting stuff. So here we go. Creeping up on you. Well, I'm back with a little insight into what happened on Wednesday. So Wednesday evening, I went over to the Alexandra Hall, and we had a little meeting. Some of the others who have pieces in the production, they had been there from about 7:30 rehearsing, and from 8:30 we had a little bit of a discussion basically about how the order of the event is going to play out. We had a tech update, just general chit chat about all the things showy, and I now know the running order of where I'm going to come in the show, and it's rather exciting. I am so I'm a bit nervous. It's weird. I really recommend it, joining a drama group, or you know, an amateur dramatics group, or any kind of group if you're someone who maybe suffers with confidence. Back in 2012, a few amazing things happened to me, which gave me a little bit of confidence, and then I was like, I'm going to find a drama group. So I found this drama group in 2012, and it completely changed my life. Up until then, I'd been fairly confident, I suppose, but it wasn't until I actually became involved with the players that I found myself, and found out exactly what it was I could do, my capabilities, and it gave me a massive boost of confidence. But last year, I mean, so many things happened, you know, not only, you know, to the nation, around the world, around the globe, but a few private things happened for me as well, which really kicked me in the guts a bit. I lost a lot of confidence last year, and I kind of lost who I was for a while. And then slowly and surely, as restrictions over here in England were lifted, I've been able to get out, see friends again, and actually contribute to the group again. I've done for this production, I've done all the artwork again. I managed the website, all the social networks, so it's been fun. It's been fun, and a huge boost for me to actually be active and doing things again. So if anyone is struggling out there, and you've got a talent of some kind, or you know, just an interest in something, have a look and see if there's a group that you can be a part of, especially if you're feeling lonely. I mean, it's the drama group for me is like another family. That they're my extended family, and I'd be lost without them, really.
On the 21st of July, a week before the production opened, I attended my first rehearsal with the Alexandra Players. It was wonderful watching all my pals go through their scenes on stage again, and so exciting. There really is nothing quite like seeing well-known snippets from plays such as The Importance of Being Earnest being brought to life in front of your very eyes by your friends and drama buddies. There were monologues, duologues, poems, a real mixture to entertain our audience on their return to us, and it was brilliant to watch it all come together under the watchful eye of Lee, the production coordinator. And then of course it was my turn to run through my first piece of Act 1, Blue Moon of Kentucky by Patsy Cline. You can see me here discussing with David the timings so that we get them right for me to enter the stage, set my props and begin singing. It was also important to get the volume levels correct to match my vocals to the music. fantastic not just to be back up on that stage again, but to be singing too. Both of my favourite passions and interests coming together. A couple of nights before we opened, we were invited onto Maritime Radio for a chat with Derek Pritchard. It's always great fun, and such a laugh. Here's a throwback to when they pranked me before an interview we did for a play I directed back in 2019.
I'm here with Gaul, we've got the Alexandra Players, and just want to say, just as they come in, Louise, something happened. Tell us what happened.
When?
Just now, just as you came in, you said, oh sugar, what was that?
I can't remember. You have to remember.
You just sneezed all over.
Sneeze all over what?
No, do you sneeze?
No. No, I don't remember sneezing.
By the way, just so you know, we weren't
My goodness.
That was evil.
What did I do?
He was down, he had the button.
Derek began his interview by asking us how lockdown had been for us and what we'd all been up to.
Awful. Absolutely awful. Real life took over and it wasn't much fun. Well, I myself, I've been annoying everyone with songs. I've been singing through lockdown and just performing in my bedroom basically, and I've become a bit of a vlogger as well. I film my trips out shopping now. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, although mostly my problem is I haven't been much further than Charlton, so I keep going to Home Bargains and I keep going to Primarks. I will venture somewhere else eventually, but yeah, it is indeed, yes. I'm in the first act. Can I say the first act? I'm going to be performing Blue Moon of Kentucky by Patsy Cline. And then we have a rather special song to close the show as well, so I'm really excited. Ooh. A slightly adapted version of Welcome Home by Peters and Lee. Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, no, because they're all so good at it themselves. You know me, Derek. I'm quite. You know, I feel quite safe and in the old comedic roles. So I do like a bit of comedy, but yeah. So it's wonderful when I see the others up there doing all this serious stuff. I always think, oh, I wish I could do that, but I just know I wouldn't be good at it. I like bringing a little bit of laughter to everything. It was really nerve-wracking for me. I mean, last year I suffered a massive loss of confidence, and even imagining being able to get back on the stage again was something I never felt would happen. And so Wednesday, when I came along to the hall, that was the first time I'd actually just stood in front of everyone at the group, you know, let alone got up on stage and sang. So it felt brilliant. It felt wonderful to be back up there. Thank you for having us, Derek.
And that was it. Another wonderful interview with Maritime Radio. We always hold a tech rehearsal on the weekends before a production opens. This is when we run through all the scene and set changes and make sure the lighting and sound plan is correct for a smooth run. If all goes to plan, we celebrate afterwards with a group trip to our local pub for pies and a pint.
We've just had our technical rehearsal, and guess who's wearing her sandals? Oh, this is the first time we've had a storm like this on a tech. It was interesting. While I was rehearsing my song, there was a massive clap of thunder which made me jump. But yeah, so I'm now sitting here just waiting for it to hopefully ease off a little bit before I can go and join the others for pies in the pub. But yeah, the technical went really well. It's coming together. It's good. We're there. So now all we've got to do is open on Wednesday. So exciting stuff.
A few little things I need to do just to tidy up my little pieces, and we've decided to do a little bit of extra something on the end, so I'm going to pre-record that so that I can actually be a part of everyone taking their bows as well. But yes, so now we just have to wait for this to stop. I really shouldn't have worn my sandals.
Once I was finally able to join everyone inside, we had a good feed and a natter over a drink or two whilst discussing our excitement for the week ahead. In the blink of an eye, we opened the show, and what a show it was. With a fabulous audience in every night, the week flew by. It felt great to be back up there performing in front of everyone again. As soon as the curtain fell on our last performance, the cast and crew all gathered in the hall afterwards to present Lee with a little gift to say thank you for steering the ship of our comeback post-lockdown.
So I'm about to set off to the Alexandra Players post-play meeting. Every time we do a show, we have a little get together afterwards where we discuss everything that went right, everything that went wrong, and big each other up for all the bits that we did really well and stuff like that. So yeah, tonight is like the post-play breakdown. We talk about, you know, how many tickets we sold, you know, what we could have done better, things like that. So yeah, it's quite nice, a little catch up afterwards. The week after a play is normally quite morose. You end up in a little bit of a downer, because obviously the week before was just so full on. And you know, I mean, I haven't stopped singing the songs that I had in the show, whether I've wanted to be singing them or not. I've been going to bed singing them. But yeah, so tonight is the post-play meeting. We'll go over there, have a little chat. They'll probably all go to the pub afterwards. I'm not feeling it tonight, but we'll see. It doesn't take much to twist my arm. Let's go.
Although on this occasion we could only sell half the number of tickets we would every night for a show, we did really well and received some lovely feedback from those that came to see the show. One audience member even said the show worked well as a tapas of entertainment, which we found a very tasty and delicious compliment indeed. So there we have it, another successful run for the Alexandra Players. More memories made and great times had by all. And most of all, we proved to ourselves that not even a global pandemic can stop us creating magic.